All right, let's roll. It's the Closers Cafe, Thursday morning, October 30th. Short cafe today, and I know I'm running a couple minutes late because we have a masterclass, a boot camp that I am hosting for free for anyone interested today, starting at 10 a.m. It will be live and interactive on Zoom, and it is a workshop, meaning if you register and you show up, we're going to do work. And my promise is I can virtually guarantee if you do the work that we're going to do together on the session, you will get a client or a new potential client at least. And I will put the link to the Zoom in the comments. Join us for the free off-market matchmaker masterclass. That will be live and interactive. It's going to be a bit of a marathon session. And once again, if you come ready to do some work, and some work that will get you client opportunities. And while we're live, quite honestly, if you are ready, willing, and able to do the work that is. This morning, I'm going to use AI to help me craft a story to share a recent just sold property where I represented the buyer. And time permitting, I'll also set up some SOI or NSOI campaign, or a campaign for SOI and past clients for an agent partner of ours. And we'll see, time permitting, because I do need some time to prep for the 10 a.m. session. Check out the Closers Cafe. The Closers Cafe is sponsored by LeadDeck.ai. You can grab a free account and claim 100 free credits. Just go to LeadDeck.ai, click the Get Started button, create an account. You'll instantly get 100 free credits. If you share the tool, you can get more free credits, and those credits turn into leads. And when you follow the processes that I've been sharing on these live streams the last week, and that we're going to really dig into on the free masterclass, you can't help but get more clients. You can't help it. I picked up 2 new ones this morning from emails that I sent, where I found the active cash buyer investors on LeadDeck.ai, sent them an email. One I texted, and we were texting, but then it turned over to email. One just replied to an email that I sent earlier in the week and told me exactly what they're looking for. Actually, one is going to look at the property I was reaching out for. One gave me his buy box, not interested in the one that I mentioned, but he gave me his buy box. We'll see what happens. Okay, so let's dig in here. And actually, I'm going to start by using AI. I'm going to have a conversation with AI about some clients that we settled on. They purchased a property with me as the buyer agent on Tuesday afternoon. It was a new construction property. So I'm going to have a conversation with ChatGPT about their story to get some help with crafting a social post. Then I'll create the graphic that I'm going to use with it on Canva, and then we're going to post it on Nextdoor. We're going to post it on Google Business Profile, on Facebook, etc. Can you help me craft a message to use on social media about some clients that we recently helped purchase a new construction home?
Absolutely. Let's make it warm and personal, something that really celebrates them. We're beyond thrilled for the Smith family who just moved into their dream new construction home. Seeing their excitement and joy as they...
How about, hold on. Let me tell you their story. So Todd and Amy reached out to me about a year ago, and they had been looking for a home for several years with another real estate agent, and just became frustrated and disinterested both at the lack of availability of inventory that they were looking for, and also the agent himself not really doing the best job for them. And we had several conversations, and over the last 9 or 10 months, we've looked at properties occasionally together. The wife in particular, Amy, was very frustrated numerous times, wondering if they would ever find a house that would fit what they're looking for. And about 2 months ago, we actually found the perfect fit for them. It was a new construction home that had just had a massive price reduction. And we were able to negotiate with the builder to get them an even better deal. They settled this past Tuesday, and they couldn't be happier with the property and the transaction, and being rewarded for their patience and persistence.
I love that story. Here's a social media post that captures it. Meet Cod and Amy. After years of searching and frustration, they almost gave up hope of finding their perfect home. We started working together about a year ago, and over the past 9 months, we kept the faith, even when Amy felt like they'd never find the one. 2 months ago, we found that perfect fit, a gorgeous new construction home with a price drop, and we negotiated an even better deal. They closed this week and are absolutely thrilled. Patience and persistence paid off in a big way. If you're feeling stuck in your home search, don't lose hope. Your dream home could be right around the corner. That should resonate with folks and show them how you stick with your clients.
Thank you. That's super helpful. So once I end that, so that was just me chatting with it, okay? Once I end that, I don't know what's going on there. Once I end that, I have this output here. Now I'm going to edit this and clean it up, but at least I don't have to start from scratch. And for me, I like just talking things out and then getting this output. So I've got this to start with, which, by the way, I could do the same thing. I use ChatGPT. I could do the same thing. In fact, I'm going to. What I could do, I could copy these inputs. I'm not going to do this actually because I have short time. But what I have often done on things like this is I'll take my prompts, basically my voice prompts, and I'll pop it into Gemini and Manus just to see what other type of output. And actually, in fact, I'm going to use Manus to do this just to see, because when he spoke it back to me, when the AI spoke it back to me, it sounded a little AI-ish. So let's see. I'm just going to take these. I'm going to copy these prompts. I went to manus.im if you want an invite. If you want to invite to this tool, just let me know. This is one of my favorite AI tools. I use it pretty frequently for a couple of different things. I'm going to put that prompt in there. And while this is going to work, I'm going to go over to Canva to create the graphic, what we're going to use with the post. So I'm going to open up this deck here. Why is this? How did this get changed to orange? That's weird. James needs to stop messing with my stuff. It's from James, I think. Anyway, I'm going to copy this and what the heck? Why can't I edit it? Sometimes this does this. Why it locks it? I don't want it locked. Oh my goodness. It's going to be one of these. Unlock. Okay. Why is it doing that? Oh boy. Okay. Welcome to my world sometimes. You know what? I don't even care. This is annoying. It's being silly. I'm just going to create a new one. I don't even need to start from there. So I'm going to create, let's see here. I'm going to do custom size, and I want a square image that we're going to use. And what I will do is I'll go back over here and I'll copy the just sold text. So I'll drop that on the, nope, that's not what I copied. Okay. My computer and just everything doesn't want to cooperate with me today. Hopefully it's not going to be one of those days. Why is it locked? Unlock. Copy. Okay, never mind. I'll just create it from scratch. Golly. Okay. I'm going to use the red. No. Where do I want here? I want the background. Here we go. I'm going to put my red as the background, and then I need to upload some images. So number one, I need to find the image that we took at settlement on Thursday. And which one is the better one? Let me find the better one. The lighting. There we go. I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to try and play with the lighting a little bit. It's not the best picture in the world, but you know what? It's all good. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to airdrop that to myself. And then I need a picture of the actual home itself. So 879 Ashfield Drive. This property was originally listed at close to 600. We bought it for 500. Actually, slightly less than 500, but yeah, pretty close. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. By the way, while I'm doing this, while I'm working on this, share your win from yesterday, share your action, and maybe your action for today is you're going to hop on with me for the off-market matchmaker masterclass, and you're just going to implement like crazy. You're going to follow my lead and create some new opportunities. Okay, so you know what? Let's see here. I'm going to bring this down just a little. There we go. Okay. And actually, let me see here. Hold on. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. I'm just going to reshape it a little bit. And I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this. Okay, there we go. Okay. So I want to drop on here. Just sold. Okay. And I'm going to go back here. I don't understand why this won't. Why is it? I don't ask Canva, Magic Write. Who is messing with my stuff? Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go text. I really wanted to use the same thing here because I like this. I don't even know what is. I don't know what my. I don't know what my font is here that I'm using. I want the Oswald. Okay. Here we go. All right. Just sold. And I want Oswald. There we go. And we're going to, number one, we're going to stretch this out. I'm going to drop that up here. I'm going to bold it, and I'm going to go effects here, and boom, just sold. And oh, Steven, you're jacking up my stuff, man. Come on. That's who it was. Steven, you're killing me, bro. Quit messing with my stuff. I don't know how to get back to my original. Oh, I had shared this, and Steven was editing my stuff, which is all good. Just make a copy of it. Make a copy of it. So if I share a Canva template with y'all, how do you make a copy? Oh boy. Well, I'll have to figure that out. I'm sorry. This live stream, whew, what a dumpster fire it is already. I'm gonna call it sooner than later. This is just this is a disaster. All right. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch this around. I don't like the way it looks here. I'm gonna go red, and I'm gonna go effects, and I'm gonna put the black outline. There we go. I like that better. And I'm gonna just put this. I'll put it up here. And I don't know. I'm gonna add a celebrate element of some kind. Let's see here. I'll put this guy. Whoa. All right. Good enough. Good enough. So I've got my image. Now I'm going to go back to Manus, see what Manus came up with here. Came up with a couple of different this is good. Okay. This is good. Sometimes the best things in life are worth waiting for. About a year ago, Todd and Amy reached out to me after years of searching for their dream home with another agent. They were frustrated, tired of limited inventory, and feeling like they weren't getting the support they deserved. Over the past 9 months, we stayed patient, looked at properties together, and kept the faith even when Amy wondered if they'd ever find the one. Then 2 months ago, everything changed. We found a stunning new construction home that had just received a major price reduction, and we were able to negotiate an even better deal with the builder. Actually, I'm going to leave that out. This past Tuesday on their dream home, I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to tweak some of it as I post it. The first thing I'm going to do is go to Nextdoor. I'm going to go post, and I've got this image here that we're going to use. I'm going to post the address. I don't even know if the address will show up yet because it's okay. Let me try this. Yep, that's about the address. The address, because it's new construction, the specific address. Okay, I'm going to copy this. Over the past 9 months, I'm going to change that. We stayed in then. That I don't like part of this, so I'm going to tweak it a little bit here. Dream home. I don't know their perfect home. Okay, so we found a stunning new construction home that had just received a major price reduction. I don't like that. That had just after a week or so of negotiating, we struck a deal with the builder. We found a new construction home that had just received a major price reduction, or had just had a major price reduction. I don't like that sentence structure. It's not. We found a stunning new construction home that had just been man, I'm obsessing over this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and find the rest of what I'm going to post here and let my subconscious go to work on what I don't like about it. And maybe we'll find a solution, or maybe I'll just use AI. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use AI to figure out. I'm going to paste in here. I am sharing my screen, right? Yeah, okay. Whew. Carlisle, PA, new construction, buyer's agent, realtor, listing agent, realty. I don't want off market. Buying a home. I don't know. It's probably good enough. Back to this. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. Can you, where is it? Where is it? Can you restructure this part of the story? See what it comes up with here as an alternate way of communicating that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna focus on just knocking out this specific task. I'm gonna go and check the comments, make sure that we have, that I've addressed everything. Tomorrow, what I'll do tomorrow morning on our live session, I will build out the SOI and past client campaign for one of my agent partners, Lorraine. And that way I'm not rushing and we can address questions and so forth. Yeah, okay. I like this version, I think. That's when we found it. A beautiful new construction home that the builder had just significantly reduced in price. Oh, you know what? And after a week or so of negotiating, we struck a deal. All right, I'm going to read this from the top just to make sure that it makes sense and is good. And I think that is when you're drafting an email or a post like this, that there is copy, reading it out loud helps you find mistakes or things that might be confusing. Sometimes the best things in life are worth waiting for. About a year ago, Todd and Amy reached out to me after years of searching for their dream home with another agent. They were frustrated, tired of limited inventory. I was gonna put something else in about losing multiple offer. I want to put in something because they were frustrated by the multiple, tired of limited inventory. Home selling over asking price and feeling like they weren't getting the support they deserved. Over the past 9 months, we stayed patient, looked at properties together, and kept the faith, even when Amy wondered if they'd ever find the one. Then 2 months ago, everything changed. That's when we found it, a beautiful new construction home. The builder had just significantly reduced in price. I don't know that that is necessary there. And after a week or so of negotiating, we struck a deal. This past Tuesday, Todd and Amy closed on their dream home. Their patience and persistence paid off in the best way possible. If you're feeling discouraged in your home search, remember, the right home and the right agent can make all the difference. Let's find yours together. I like it. I like it. All right, I'm going to post that. I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to post it there. I need to get, they promised me they were going to give me a review, so I need to make sure I get that as well. I'm going to add a post here. I don't know what, somehow or another, some auto posting is happening on my stuff. I need to figure that out. I don't know. It just started happening recently. So I'm going to change this slightly here. So I'm going to delete this stuff because we can't have that in it. Ready to find yours? Let's chat. Ready to find your dream home? Let's chat. And then the button I'm going to add is the call now button. Call now button. Here we go. I think that's good. I think that's good. Bada bing. Now I'm going to go to Facebook. I'm going to go to Facebook and I'm going to go to my business page, Josh Schoenly -EXP Realty. I have an investor that I showed a property yesterday to that I texted, I think while live on the stream, if not while live, right after. We went and looked at the property and he wants to submit an offer. So I'm going to get that submitted this morning. Yippee, yippee. Okay, so I don't know why I said yippee, yippee. I don't. Sometimes I say some nonsense. Actually, you know, yeah, I'm going to use this. I'm going to copy this again. I'm going to go here, paste. I want to make sure that these, I don't know why they do that when you paste them in. Whoops. But it makes me do that every time to, I guess, activate these, or I don't know what word you'd say. And we got to drop the image in. Ready to find your dream home? Let's chat. Okay, so let's see here. Post that and post that. Now this one, I am actually going to post on my personal page also. So I'm going to do that in a minute. And not only that, but I'm going to @ Todd and Amy. I think I'm friends with both of them. I know I'm friends with at least one of them. But I'm going to do that here. So I got to do the same thing again. There we go. I'm going to go at Todd. There he is. At Amy Miller. There they are. Look at that. I dig it. I dig it. I think it works. I think it works. Let her rip. And post. Now. Okay. Now, I'm not going to share this into a bunch of groups like I often have been doing with these kind of posts. But I am going to share it to my story. So I'm going to go share. Story. Voila. And I'm also going to go to my business page and share it to that story. My business page story. So I'm sharing that on my story or as a story on my Facebook business page. And actually, let me see, what groups can I share this into? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I could share this. There are a couple of groups that I run that I could share this into. So I'm going to do that. Let me see here. And then I'm gonna wrap this up here in a minute. So I'm found the post. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna go groups. There are some of my groups, like groups that I run. I'm gonna at least share it into those. Let me see here. That one. That one. I'm going to go next and share now. There we go. Okay. Well, there you have it. It's going to be short and sweet this morning. I'm going to leave it at that. Here are the takeaways. I would highly recommend that you use AI, whether it's chat or Gemini or Manus or whatever, like that. Like I gave you, that was a very practical example of how you can have a conversation with AI to help you turn results into more opportunities, because stories sell. Marketing tells, but story sells. I don't know what that phrase is, but stories pull people in, right? They're more effective than just simply, like, originally what I was going to share is, hey, I just sold this house, whatever. That's kind of blah. Tell a story around it. Okay, how did we make it happen? And all I did was talk to the thing, and it spit out, saved me a bunch of time. I obviously invested time into making it better, tweaking it, etc. But it saved a bunch of time, at least getting the thing going. And we'll see what happens. I don't know if it'll generate me any direct business, but if nothing else, it's another example in people's feed of me demonstrating that I'm in the business, that we're doing things to help people, and that we're, that we, I mean, sort of, I didn't want to directly, obviously I didn't directly attack the other agent, but like, they were working with someone else for many years, couldn't make something happen, and we made it happen. Anyway. All right, at 10 a.m. Eastern this morning, we're doing the Off-Market Matchmaker Masterclass. This is the first time ever doing this. It's a boot camp. It's a workshop. You can register. The link is in the comments. You can register, come in, but please come ready to actually implement, to actually take action. And if you do, I can virtually guarantee that by the end of our time live on the session, you will have at least one new client opportunity. At least one new client opportunity. What you do with that, that much I can't guarantee, but you'll have the opportunity. I'm certain of that. You can check that out, and who knows? It probably, I expect it to go so well that we're going to do them more often. If you haven't already, check out leaddeck.ai. Leaddeck, geez, Louise, I don't know. I can't point there. Leaddeck.ai, it's scrolling across the bottom. That's easier. Check it out. Create your free account. Get 100 free credits. And you can get more free credits by sharing it with others in the business. And kick the tires. Play around with it. The last few days, I didn't demo it and use it today, but the last few days on these live streams, I did. And I gave you very specific, tangible examples of how you can use the tool to create client opportunities. And we're going to use that. We're going to use that on the masterclass to identify client opportunities right here and now. So check that out. Hop on. If there's anything I can do to help or questions to answer, etc., you can text me at 717-571-0456. It's right there. And lastly, I'll say that we are very excited to partner with 5 agents to help them close at least 50 deals in 2026. And I was talking with one who had raised their hand, an agent in the Atlanta, Georgia area who is interested in what we're doing with that. We were having some email exchange. One of the questions she asked is, how much is this going to cost me? And the cool thing about how I'm building this out is it will cost you very, very little, next to nothing, at least for the first 90 or so days. And then as we get some revenue and some profit and some commissions coming in, then we can reinvest some of that into marketing to grow your personal brand and to bring you even more inbound client opportunities as well. If that's something you're at all interested in, text me or email me or DM me, and I'd be happy to chat and walk you through what we're doing and what it would look like to partner together to make that happen and absolutely dominate 2026. Okay, thanks. Hope to see you all on the masterclass, and let's make it a great rest of the week either way.